Well, Africa's tallest building is open for business. That title was previously held by the Carlton Centre in Johannesburg CBD at 223 meters. But now, the Leonardo Tower in Sandton Johannesburg is here, standing at 234 meters tall. Now, of course, this 55 floors mixed-use property development is boasting so many things within inside, and we're about to take a look at this massive building, but also how other Africans are aiming for the stars. So, Jumbo, Sawubona, and welcome. I am Tumelo Mototwane, and this is #Africa. Well, of course, the building that we're in right now has been declared as last year's most anticipated building of 2019. But wait no more, because the Leonardo is finally here. It is officially the continent's tallest building and is situated right next to the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, right here in Johannesburg in Sandton. But to tell us more about it, I'm joined by the CEO and Chairman of Legacy Hotels and Resorts, that is Mr. Bart Dorsten. Thank you so much for your time and welcome. I mean, this is quite an exciting venture, I suppose, for you, but did you plan on having the tallest building in Africa, I mean, overtaking Carlton Centre, or was it more of a happy coincidence that you were happy to venture into?
Well, I think, we started on a journey. It was a big hole in the ground, and we joined Nedbank, who were the owners of the property, and we joined together and with the plan to develop and build an iconic development. The dream was to go over 50 floors. So we put in the foundations for 50 floors, but started on a phased basis, first with the basements, and then we went and built the building going on in phases based on really market support. And so the market support, despite the very depressed times that we were already in then, no growth rate, was excellent, and the market liked the product, as they've liked the towers and the Da Vinci and the Square, and they liked the product, and so it grew. And we hit our benchmark, and then to go to the tallest building in the middle of last year, around about May, June, we said, is the market there? Is the appetite there? And so then Legacy Hotels and Resorts joined the fray and said, well, what we'll do is we'll take the next 10 floors, which we did, which we put together, and then such a way that it would then become Africa's tallest. Yeah. And that's what happened. So we've built those 10 floors on the basis that when the market improves, we'll be developing, what would be an amazing 5-6-star hotel in a fantastic location. Right. But in the meantime, the penthouses that were sitting on the 40th floor suddenly were now sitting on the 50th, and the Leonardo suite went up to the 55th floor. So it became it all fell in place. And the market's responses continued to be absolutely incredible in terms of, it's a reflection that deep down, a lot of people believe in South Africa, as we do, obviously. Right. But a lot of people have joined us. And, with the support of Nedbank, we've been able to get where we are today. Yeah. When I first walked into the building, I was quite pleasantly surprised to see that it's sort of like a mixed-use property. There's a residential side, but there's a spa, there's gym, there are beautiful restaurants. Take me through what you find when you walk into the building. Okay, I think what we did when we started on the journey, we wanted to create an all-inclusive, ultimate mixed-use lifestyle statement. So in this building, you can do everything. So, first of all, it's a veritable art gallery of South African emerging art, and some very experienced artists have joined the fray. So you've got over, I think, 500 wannabe, would-be artists all together have joined in creating this amazing experience. So when you walk into the building, it pays homage to art, and the interiors, which are very much of South Africa's products, of Southern Africa's products, are actually the theatre to the art. In other words, the art is the main actor when you walk into the lobby. So, and it's very serene and quiet. And a lot of people have lived out their dreams in creating that. And then from there you go into a lobby, and that lobby is then the home to the people who work in the offices and the apartments. At street level, there's the future hotel lobby. And then we've got a Japanese restaurant out of London, Nobu equivalent.
Nice.
Okay, that is coming in. And then you go through the lobby where you've got amazing conference center, but all of it again, when you go in, different experiences. It's art always at the tip of your fingertips, but experiences that hopefully take your breath away, but at the same time, it's serene.
Yeah.
And then you go from there up to level 7, which is the lifestyle place where we have Aurum Restaurant run by an amazing restaurateur who's really become the market's taken to him. Fantastic lap pool, but it's a resort lap pool with day beds, with a spa, with a gym. And then in the midst of it all, a Montessori preschool. There's everything that happens. And then above that, you have 5 floors of offices. And those offices, the market again has spoken and taken. They're all spoken for and taken. And then above that, you have the apartments that go all the way up to level 38. We're sitting in one of the products, one of the rental pool products. And then above that, you have these 8 penthouses with incredibly large balconies and views, unheard of. So it's and then you've got the Leonardo suite,
right?
Where we were looking for that ultimate person who's going to be running his empire from there. And it really is that, because it's got a large entertainment area, very large public areas, and then a whole floor of about 900 square meters where his family lives, or her family lives.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Bart, for joining us. I appreciate it. All right, then. Well, that's where we leave it. But of course, speaking of the continent, the World Health Organization came out with some pretty good news, which I think the continent needed during this outbreak of the coronavirus. And that is that one of the viruses that had plagued the continent for quite a long time, which is Ebola, had recorded less cases in more than 2 weeks. Let's have a look.
The last patient being treated for Ebola in the Democratic Republic of Congo was discharged on Tuesday, March 3rd, bringing the 19-month outbreak closer than ever to an end. Masika Samida's release from hospital in the eastern city of Beni marks the first time there's been no active cases since the outbreak was declared in August 2018.
Mie nilifika hapa kwa Ebola na niko tambani, sikujua kama nitakuwa matani. Nasema asante kwa waganga na kwa Mungu akubariki mikono wa waganga, nasema merci. Juu nilikuwa tambani sana. Kuna ujumbe gani kwa hii mwezi wa mama na wale walikuwa wa mwisho kuona msete ya Beni? Nasema merci kama walikuwa wa mwisho, nasema shukrani, Mungu apewe sifa.
The 2018 epidemic killed 2,264 people and infected nearly 1,200 more, making it the second worst Ebola outbreak in history. Only the 2013-2016 epidemic in West Africa was deadlier, killing more than 11,000.
I have been given a very good gift from DRC, my own continent, Africa. We have now had 2 weeks without a single reported case of Ebola. And there are currently no patients receiving treatment.
The outbreak can be declared over once 42 days have passed without a new case, equivalent to 2 cycles of 21 days, the maximum incubation period for the virus.
This is very good news, not just for me, but for the whole world. I remember how the whole world was worried about Ebola. And especially for the thousands of health workers who have sacrificed so much in the fight against Ebola, and for making sure that we are where we are, and 2 weeks without Ebola case.
On the 10th of March 2019, an Ethiopian airliner, Flight 302, crashed exactly 6 minutes after taking off in Addis Ababa, killing all 157 passengers and crew on board. Now, this negatively impacted on one of the world's biggest airlines, and exactly a year later, family members are still seeking answers.
In a ritual to mark the end of their mourning period, Bishoftu village elders visited the crash site of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, escorted by men on horsebacks to honor victims that died almost a year ago. The ritual included a prayer and pouring of traditional brew on the ground.
baay'ee gaggeessaa turre namoota biyya adda addaa irraa baay'ee dhufanii baay'ee simaa turre gaggeessaa turre dabarsaa turre waan ta'uu qabu waan wanna ta'uu qabu ta'aa goonee turreedha. Gadda tasanurratti gaafa sana biyya kana gubbaarratti bu'isan.
Bishoftu residents said it was the right thing to do despite not knowing any of the crash victims.
Ergas ilaalee gaddina ilmoo teenya obboleewwan teenya lammii teenya nu addaan hin jirru hin galleedhanii karaa tafanii mana ofiitiin buqqisan odun qadaadin hanqadaadun buqqisan haadha isaanii abbaa isaanii waafan nus ilmoo qabna karra qabaa ilmoo qabaa tiyya ilmoon tiyya bakka qubattuun qabu kan jedhu amma har'a ga'utti wayyaa keenyallee gad hin deefnee dubartoota akka har'a ammoo kan isaan itti kufan kan oggaate.
It was the second crash in 5 months by Boeing's new 737 MAX after a Lion Air crash in Indonesia killed 189 people when it plunged into the sea. A draft interim report from Ethiopian crash investigators circulated to U.S. government agencies concluded the crash was caused by the plane's design. Ethiopia's Minister of Transport says the incident was unfortunate.
The crew performed all the procedures repeatedly provided by the manufacturer, but was not able to control the aircraft. Based on this initial information gathered during the course of investigation, 2 safety recommendations has been forwarded in the preliminary report.
The director of Oromia Culture and Tourism says the ritual showed unity amongst people of Ethiopia.
Ummati kun keessumaa iddoo kanatti wanti inni hojjete nama hin beekne nama takka waliin argine yeroo asitti balaa tasaa kanaan namoonni kun miidhaman ofii isaatii jaalalaan itti siqatee reeffa namootaa kanatti siqatee kunuunsee foon ciccite lafaa kaasee deebi'ee awwaalee gadda taa'ee dunkaana dhaabbatee gadda taa'ee hojjechuunsaa kan hojjechuunsaa kan inni mul'isu Oromoon hammataa.
The plane, once Boeing's fastest-selling jet, has been grounded globally, costing the plane maker nearly $19 billion.
One mining town from Sierra Leone could soon turn into a ghost town, but a group of women from Burkina Faso won't allow it to happen to them. And we'll give you those details when we return.